Since 1985, Costco has sold a hot dog and a soda for just $1.50. Over the past 4 decades, inflation has driven up the price of almost everything: food, labor, rent. Yet, somehow, Costco's famous hot dog has never changed. So why would one of the world's largest retailers refuse to raise the price? The answer has almost nothing to do with hot dogs. Instead, it reveals one of the smartest business strategies ever created. Because Costco was never selling a cheap meal, it was building customer loyalty. And that simple idea helped turn a warehouse store into a retail empire. This is the story of Costco's $1.50 hot dog and the billion-dollar strategy behind it. In 1983, the first Costco warehouse opened in Seattle, Washington. At first glance, it didn't look like the future of retail. There were no fancy displays, no expensive decorations, and very little advertising. Instead, customers walked through a massive warehouse filled with products stacked on industrial shelves. It wasn't designed to feel luxurious. It was designed to keep costs as low as possible. But Costco's biggest idea wasn't hidden inside the warehouse. It was waiting at the front door. Because before customers could buy anything, they first had to become members. That simple decision would change everything. At the time, charging customers just to enter a store sounded like a terrible idea. Why would anyone pay for the privilege of shopping? Most retailers were trying to attract as many customers as possible. Costco did the exact opposite. Instead of opening its doors to everyone, it required every shopper to purchase an annual membership. The strategy wasn't about making shopping more exclusive. It was about building commitment. Once people paid to become members, they had a reason to keep coming back. And every return visit meant another opportunity to fill their carts. Before Costco ever sold a single product, it had already earned something far more valuable: a loyal customer. Most retailers make their money by marking up the products they sell. The higher the markup, the bigger the profit. Costco chose a completely different model. Instead of relying on expensive products, it earns billions of dollars every year from membership fees. That predictable stream of income changes everything. Because Costco doesn't need to maximize profits on every item, it simply needs to keep members coming back year after year. In fact, membership fees generate billions in annual revenue and account for a significant share of Costco's net income. That means the products aren't the real business. The membership is. Because membership fees cover so much of Costco's profits, the company can afford to keep product markups remarkably low. While many retailers raise prices as much as the market will allow, Costco limits most markups to around 15%. That means customers consistently find lower prices on thousands of everyday items. The more members believe they're getting a great deal, the more likely they are to renew their memberships. And that's exactly what Costco wants. Low prices aren't just a way to attract shoppers. They're the reason members keep coming back year after year. By now, you might expect Costco to eventually raise the price of its famous hot dog. After all, almost everything has become more expensive over the last 4 decades. But Costco refused. Since 1985, the hot dog and soda combo has remained just $1.50. Even as inflation pushed up the cost of food, labor, and transportation, Costco held the line. Because the hot dog was never meant to be a major source of profit, it became something much more powerful: a symbol. Every time members walked past the food court, they were reminded that Costco was still delivering on its promise of value, and that promise was worth far more than the profit from a single meal. For decades, businesses have searched for ways to increase profits: higher prices, bigger margins, more revenue. Costco chose a different path. Instead of asking, "How much can we make from each customer?" it asked, "How much value can we give them before they stop trusting us?" That simple shift created one of the strongest customer loyalty programs in the world. The $1.50 hot dog was never just a meal. It was a promise, a daily reminder that earning trust can be more valuable than maximizing every sale. Sometimes, the smartest business decision isn't making more money today. It's giving customers a reason to come back tomorrow. Because in business, the companies that win aren't always the ones chasing the biggest profits. They're the ones that earn the most trust. And as always, hindsight is 20/20.